trying to use that goalie change as almost a quasi timeout. Want to get up into the rafters here. Stop with 10:47 left in the second period. I'm Ben Myers for TimesUnion.com on the sidelines blog, bringing you the action here from Weibel Avenue Arena. Number 1, Saratoga leads number 8, LaSalle, 3-0. Like we said at the top of this one, last time these two met, Saratoga picked up an easy 8-1 win. And here comes LaSalle the other way, trying to have a little bit more of that comeback magic they had against Giller and Mahonison in the play-in game that got them to this point. Icing against the Cadets, and we'll take it all the way back down with 10:28 left in the period. 3-0 Blue Streaks. Puck down, and it'll escape Lehman at the blue line. Wagner will try and get something going. Kiley will chase him, and he'll go against Wormley on the near side boards. Wormley will play the pass back to Lehman. Now Lehman will cruise out into the neutral zone. Everybody flanking him on each side. He'll decide to fire it in, though, up the left. Chase it in this time. Coming up will be Ryder. Ryder can't get anything going, though, and here comes LaSalle back the other way with a 2-on-2 chance. DeMarte will bring it up. He'll get a backhander on, and Bourgeois will make the save, and Lehman will try and get the pass across. Turnover, though, and now a try from Wagner as he fired one right into Bourgeois' pads. And here comes Saratoga back out of the zone. Can't get it out just yet, though. Move it out thanks to Reeder. And now LaSalle will have it in their own end and try and bring it back the other way, cut into this lead. Back and forth with the defenseman. McDonald finally moves it off the glass and out, but Lehman gets the pick off there. Now he'll bring it in up the right-hand side. Somebody lost a stick down there. And LaSalle finally get the turnover, come back with DeMarte, get the pass up to McDonald that time. McDonald will get over the blue line onside. Here comes Kiley with a shot, and Bourgeois has to make the save. Sprawls, and now he'll get the cover and the whistle with 9:14 left in the period. Bounce back out to the point. LaSalle will try and get one from there, but it'll hit a couple of sticks and skates and go back into neutral ice. Dump one in right on Bourgeois. He'll get the stop there, and now Saratoga will try and decide what to do with it. Backhand over to Smith up the left-hand side. Bullard gets ahead of steam, but it bounces off his skate. Goes right to Bartosek, though. And Bartosek will fire it in. This time, actually, he passes it right to Smith. Picked off there, and now dumped back all the way by Ray, and we're going to have a stop for an icing call here against the Cadets. 8:45 left to go in the period. Draw goes to Bartosek. He'll fire one the whole way through that goes all the way to the boards and behind, and it'll be picked up and fired back on. And now we have a loose puck, still loose in front. LaSalle finally polices it up. Joseph wasn't able to hold, and now they'll have a shot that beats him over the right shoulder. Another try. This one will go back in behind. Hand is up in the air, and looks like Saratoga's going to have a chance to get an extra skater on here. Joseph had another save but couldn't hold, and now will bounce far side boards. There goes Bourgeois off. Extra skater finally on. Comes on in the form of Cervelli, who already has a goal. Touched up by the Cadets as Luce lost the handle. And now we'll have a cross-check called here against LaSalle. Offending party headed over. Looks like it's going to be called against O'Brien. Yes, he's the one that's going to be headed. So O'Brien goes in for a minute and a half. For him, it'll be get him up to 9 penalty minutes on the year. And down 3-0. Now LaSalle also down a skater with 8:09 left in the second period. Second power play of the game for Saratoga. Scored on the last one. Shot from Wormley from the point. Loose puck. Another one ripped and hit off the pad. The second try was from Luce. Near side corner. Luce comes out with a pass across trying to get the Bullard. Misfired there though. Now Winters will grab it. Wormley has it. He'll bring it into the top of the circle, and this one deflects wide. And now he'll be able to get a clear was Kiley. Lehman has it there. Wagner will provide some harassment as they drop it back to Wormley. Wormley will try and move it forward this time through Winters. Winters will get the pass ahead to Bullard. Bullard over the blue line, trying to play through the backhand. Can't get anything going now. Has to turn it around, get back at the Wormley at the point. Wormley will wind it up and have a go. Joseph can't hold the rebound, and he bounced back and behind by his defenders. Loose grabs it there quickly. Now Bullard has it on his stick for Saratoga, trying to get something going, but Wormley was much closer than last time. Now Loose will fire one through back to Wormley. Wormley, another shot, and this one will bounce near side. Lehman trying to grab it first, and does so, even though he's going to be checked at the back by McDonald. Kiley will finally come over for LaSalle. 20 seconds in the power play as he plays it out into neutral ice. 6:55 left in the power play as is line change for Saratoga, and one defender will change for the Cadets behind the play. Winters trying to bring it through the neutral zone, gets it over to Smith. Smith will bring it in. Get a pass back and a shot for Lehman, hit the pipe, and then it bounced right into the feet of Bullard, and he couldn't get a stick on it. And now it's going to be covered up in front of the LaSalle goal. Now some political discussion underneath all the pads, I'm sure. 6:39 left in the period. Saratoga's held LaSalle to only 3 shots thus far in the period. Saratoga with a 23-8 lead in shots. 3-0 lead on the scoreboard right now. Back to even strength with 6:35 left. Shot this time will go wide to the right. Joseph hasn't been able to hold any of those rebounds in, though, as Peyton will try and get something going in the corner, but now it'll go back out to the point. Pass will go through. Now bounce off the boards and to the near side. Winters trying to get something going. He'll lose the handle, go back out of the neutral ice, and this time it'll be kind of Cheery who will try and move it forward. Tip it off Peyton's stick and out in. Actually grabbed at the back by Molson. He tries to move it around on the near side, but we're obscured by the Saratoga student section, which has grown considerably, even though this one started at 6:45. South finally clear the zone, and we're going to have a deflection here, so wave off the icing with 5:55 left to play in the second period. Saratoga 3-0 lead as the Cadets get a change, see if the Blue Streak can catch him in the middle of it. Finally, you grab it will be Winters. He'll try and move it forward. Somebody lost their stick there, and I think we might even have a slash upcoming here as the hand goes up. Nobody's touched yet as the extra skater comes on for the Blue Streaks in the form of Loose. Loose puck at the top of the slot. Loose grabs it. Now he'll move it off the boards, trying to get a pass over there to Smith. They will not connect, excuse me. It's going to be touched up by DeMarte, and I think here's where our slash is going to come into play. So slash on that one. Rendice is the guilty party with 5.5 left in the period. So another nice round number when it comes to penalties. Number 2, Nolan Rendice, 8.5 for slash. Brandeis goes in, 1.5 with 5.5 left in the period. Another power play chance for Saratoga. They scored on the first and misfired on the second, even though they had a bunch of opportunities on the second advantage. Sweep it through, try and get one through, and Joseph made a nice glove and hold that time. 5:15 left in the period, 1:15 left in the power play. Wormley will fire one across. Loose had a chance, but he missed. Back in behind, Bullard trying to move it out. Sees Lehman there. Kiley's going to come over and try and defend, and Loose has it on his stick now. Shot upcoming. This one's going to be high and wide left. Taking away enough of the angle that time was DeMarte. Loose with another chance, and this one's going to hit the foot of Joseph. Lehman will grab the rebound. Lehman will spin it around, try at the top of the slot, sweep one in. Now Loose puck in front. Winters had a go at it, but Joseph will make the cover and get the stop with 4:43 left in the period. Loose will go back into the locker room for a new piece of lumber as his just snapped out there. 4:43 left in the period, 43 seconds left on the power play. Shots are 27-8 in Saratoga's favor. Scores 3-0 in the Blue Streaks' advantage. Loose puck in front, sweep it back and forth. Joseph can't stop either of them, but the defense helps him out. Move it to the far side corner with Gardner. Gardner trying to get it out, can't do it just yet. Taken away from him by Coyne. Now we'll sweep it out toward the blue line, but it's going to be held in once again. This time it's going to be the LaSalle. Luce has what he likes, even though he has to wait on the side for another stop and play. We're out in the neutral zone. Bring it in onside by Bartosek. Bartosek will move it up the right side with 4:10 left, 10 seconds left on the power play. Now we're on the near side boards. Back and forth, trying to get through and can't do it. A nice poke check away there by Garnier. Now Garnier will try and move it out, but he's put down on the ice, and we're going to have a penalty this time on Saratoga as they'll get the touch with 3:56 left in the second period. The foul to Salloway that time. We'll get a minute and a half and put LaSalle on the power play for the second time this evening. They've been unsuccessful thus far in offense, only 3 shots in the period. Draw goes to LaSalle. Now they'll get a shot, and Bourgeois comes up with a save and kicks it away for now. Far side boards, Garnier holds it in. Going up on the defense there was Nick Winters. Salloway goes into the box for the cross check. Saratoga defense bounces it out. Go the length of the ice. 3:34 left in the period. 1:05 left in the power play. I think we're going to have a high stick call here against LaSalle, though. Face-off coming cadet ice. 3:30 left to go in the frame. 1 minute left on the power play as Garnier grabs the puck and tries to get a pass across ice to Wagner, and he eventually loses the handle on that when Garnier grabs it as Saratoga tries to clear their zone on the up top shot. Landing the steal in neutral ice. He'll bring it in up the right-hand side. 45 seconds left in the power play as Garnier gets it back behind his own goal. 3:07 to go in the period. Here comes Garnier trying to go through Wagner on the left-hand side. They'll just deflect one towards Bourgeois. 34 seconds left on the power play. 3 minutes left in the period as a couple skaters will change. Draw goes back to Kiley. Kiley will move across ice, sweep it toward the goal, but wide to the left. Eventually policed up by Wormley. Initial try that time came from Dow. Bounce off the boards, length of the ice, 23 seconds left in the power play. 2:45 left in the period as the clock continues to run. Kiley will try and move forward now. Bring it through the right side, through the neutral zone. Carries still and goes up against 2 blue streaks before he's pinned up in the corner. Trying to get a pass away now. Can't do it. Does get grabbed and then moved toward goal there. Now a wraparound chance, and Bourgeois has to come up with a save off the side of the goal. Waiting to see if we can get that cover. And see, look, they're going to be sending a cadet off here. Hard to tell where the puck went when it was lost in all that mayhem, and Bourgeois ended up on his back halfway into the goal. Roughing here is going to be the call against LaSalle. Cadman goes into the box. 2:24 left in the period, so all this power play will be in the second period. You know, it'll be most of the rest of the frame. Skaters change for both. 4th power play of the game for Saratoga. LaSalle's finally got up to the double-digit shot mark, up to 10 on the game thus far. 28-10 are our shots in Saratoga's favor. 3-0 is our score in the Blue Streaks' advantage. Try it from the top of the slot. Only get it to Bartosek on the left-hand side. He'll backhand, went through, shot and score for Peyton. So give Peyton the power play goal there. Second time that Saratoga has converted on the power play this evening.
Goal number 6, Kyle Peyton. Assist number 22, Tommy Naples. Number 3, Jimmy Wabanek.
So 4-0 Saratoga in command in the final of our quarterfinals. The winner of this one moves on to face CBA, while Shen and Shaker Colony make up the other half of the final 4. Far side dodging traffic that time was Merriman. He scored the first one, get one in on Joseph, he'll cover it up. 1:43 left in the second period. 4-0 is the score for Saratoga. By MyersForTimesHooting.com and the Sidelines blog. Look at the rest of this one, and we'll move on to semifinal action later this week. LaSalle able to clear their zone. Saratoga dump it back in though. Force Kennedy to grab it and turn around with it. Cross ice that time to Molson. Molson will sweep it back the other way. Bernardo in pursuit for LaSalle, but he can't get to it first as McCall is the first one to arrive. Now he'll fire one of, excuse me, that was not McCall that was firing across on the pass. That was Merriman who McCall got the pass to. Goes the length of the ice. McCall will grab it there. 1:11, now 1:10 left in this second period. Shots stand at 30-10 in Saratoga's favor. And here comes Merriman looking for more. And have offsides against the Blue Streaks. Neutral, Saratoga trying to assert control as Concheri grabs it. Move back to Winters and come cross ice to this side to Valenzi. Bounce off of a couple, finally emerges, and then here comes Saratoga in with Salloway. Salloway back in behind. He'll lose the handle there to McDonald. McDonald tries to fire it out, deflect off a skate and a stick of Barnum down to the neutral zone. 30 seconds left in the second period. Saratoga back the other way, led in by Coyne, who dumped it in. Now he'll chase in behind the LaSalle goal. Back up off the boards. Now a pass in front, and going to stick in the way that time was Joseph. 18 seconds left to go in the period. 4-1 in Saratoga's favor. LaSalle trying to clear their zone. Big hit in the attacking third for the Blue Streaks, and it's going to draw a penalty as we get a touch up near the Saratoga crease. Elbowing the call here against Saratoga. Send Salloway into the box with 7.3 left. So Saratoga follows a penalty at the end of the first period with 7.5 left, and a penalty at the end of the second period with 7.3 left. The third power play of the game for LaSalle. The third power play of the game for LaSalle. They'll get a clean sheet for most of it. Puck is down, won by Saratoga. Luce will get it out of his zone, led by, and he'll get over to Naples. Naples will fire one on. Joseph makes the save in the cover, but the period comes to an end. So, with 15 minutes standing between the Blue Streaks and the semifinal, they're headed into the locker room one more time. 4-0. Saratoga leads LaSalle in the Section 2 hockey quarterfinal. I'm Ben Myers for TimesUnion.com and the Sidelines blog. We'll be back with the rest of it in just a little bit.